business is still open 24/7. www.rapsadorn.com. We are still shipping out next business day. And yeah. Hey Rap fam, yes, it is I, Crystal Amanda. I am the founder of Adorn, and I know I haven't been on here in like 4 years, but I am back. I can't promise that I will be consistent on the business channel. I will most certainly try, but I am consistent on my personal YouTube channel. I was about to actually make a bonnet and decided, why not just jump on the camera, give you guys an update on where I've been. I haven't been anywhere. I've been here. You know, I've been mostly on Instagram. I did create a TikTok page, but I'm not really on there like that anymore. But my main focus was Instagram, so I was posting on Instagram consistently and with the reels and all that good stuff. So you can see me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Everything is linked in my description. All my pages, personal and business, are linked in my description. So before I get started on my bonnet, some of you, is right here, this is what I'm going to be working on. Some of you may be wondering, why are you making a bonnet? Don't you sell those things? Can't you just go in your inventory and pull one out? Sorry, I put you guys on the tripod. So yeah, I was just filming. Let me show you my setup. I was just filming for my personal page. This is my setup in my studio, in the Adorn studio. So I have 2 box lights. And then I have a big window right there. And then I have, of course, my tripod. And this is what I use. And my laptop is still set up on my stool. And then I also use, where's my clicker? I swapped out my microphone. I use a lapel microphone. So that goes in the camera, and then it's wireless, and this clips on your collar or lapel. So I love that. My brother put me onto that. But I switched it out, and now I have my regular mic. Well, not the camera mic, but let's see if y'all can see this mic. I use this for my vlogging. It's detachable, so but yeah, this is my setup. I just finished filming a YouTube video for my personal channel, so if you're not subscribed or follow me, please go subscribe, especially if you're a travelista or if you love to travel. You will definitely enjoy my personal channel. It is all linked in the description. I was about to watch I Am Zoe, Crazy Boyfriend, That's Your Stories, like one of his series that he does. Super funny. So I was about to do that, but I'm like, wait a second, let me just hop on camera real quick. You guys haven't seen me on this channel for some time, so why not hop on here? So I've been here, like I said earlier, I've been on Instagram. I created a TikTok. I've been posting, but now I'm trying to pivot a little and come over to YouTube. I always had a YouTube channel on both my personal and business, but I just never really posted. I have a lot of older head wrap tutorials on this page, the Adorn YouTube page. So I will be coming back with more tutorials, business tips, studio vlogs, you know, make a head wrap with me, make a bonnet with me. Like today, you guys are gonna join me in making a head wrap. I'm not gonna go through each step-by-step process. I do have a step-by-step process already in an Instagram reel, so I may transfer that over to YouTube and create a short, but I don't know if it's gonna be copywritten or not. I don't know how YouTube shorts really work, so I will figure it out for you guys, so don't worry. But yeah, I'm here, I'm back. I haven't gone anywhere. Business is still open 24/7. www.rapsadorn.com. We are still shipping out next business day. And yeah, I am going to start on the bonnet. So let's go. So these are my 2 pieces. Take you guys off the tripod. These are my 2 pieces that I cut. It's royal blue satin. So this is going to be my lining. And then this print is Jabir. This is a popular print in my shop. I thought I had this size. I think I have like 2 sizes left in that print in my shop. And yeah, I was like, well, I want that print. I want that color. So I can just make me one. So that's what I'm about to do. They're already cut. So we're going to just get started from there. So I'm going to prop you guys up on the tripod and watch me work. All right, y'all. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on my brand label. You can see, there we go. Brand label go on, these go on everything. I have different type of brand labels, but this is the brand label that I use for my bonnets. And although this bonnet is for me, yes, my brand label still goes on. So I'm going to sew that on first. Okay, so now that the label is on, as you can see, I am now going to pin the satin on top. Okay guys, now that we did our first stitch all the way around, we can now take out the pins. So that is what I'm doing now, is removing the pins. Sorry for the sun. It is a sunny day today where I am. Okay. So now pins are all out. We're now going to turn the bonnet inside out. So I left the opening. My bonnets have drawstrings, so we need that opening. All right. Make sure the seams are flat all the way around before we iron it, because we're going to iron next. So the seams have to be flat. All right, let me go grab my iron head. So I iron on the floor, but on top of a pad, of course. Alright, so now we're going to iron next. Okay, so first I usually spritz it with water. This is just water, because Ankara fabric is kind of thick and the water helps take out the creases. Okay, so now we're gonna let's go over the seam first. This is how all of the bonnets in the shop are made. I am not skipping any steps. I am not doing anything any differently. This is how all the Wraps Adorn bonnets are made. Every single one. So now we are back at the sewing machine. I am now reinforcing the opening that the drawstring will go through. That's the Ankara side. And whatever color the satin is the color thread that I use. So this is royal blue satin, so I'm using royal blue thread. And we're gonna do the same thing for the satin. Okay, so the opening is now reinforced. We can now go ahead and create the pocket for the drawstring. And I usually start like at the side of the bonnet. Okay, so now the pocket is created for the drawstring. Now we can go ahead and pull the drawstring through. Okay, so now we are ready to pull the drawstring through. This is how the hem looks. I love how the color of the thread matches the satin. That was on purpose, how I did that with my bonnet. So if it was an orange satin, it would have been orange thread. If it was red satin, it would have been red thread. I just think it looks really good like that. Okay, so here is my opening. There's a little hole right there for the drawstring. And that is how I reinforce where the drawstring goes. Now I use a bodkin. This is the bodkin that I use for my bonnets. I use a different bodkin for my scrunchies. When I'm pulling the scrunchie elastic through, this is the bodkin that I use. Love these, as opposed to using like a safety pin. I mean, you can use a safety pin, but I feel like a bodkin makes the job much faster and easier. So this I use for my scrunchies, and this one, this long one, I use for my bonnets. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is there's like a little hole. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a hole at the tip of the bodkin. So I'm gonna pull my drawstring through and just tie it just once. You don't need to tie a knot, just once. And then I'm gonna find my opening. Move this up a little bit. Okay, that's better. And what I like to do before I pull the drawstring all the way through is I like to put on the toggle. This is a toggle. This is the piece that goes at the end of the drawstring from keeping it from, you know, pulling through, or this is the toggle that I use. There are many types of toggles, different styles, sizes, but this is the one that I use for my bonnets. So what I like to do is once I pull through maybe half of the drawstring, I stop and then I put on the toggle, one side of the toggle. And then I tie a knot. Put on one side first, so it keeps the drawstring from pulling all the way through as I'm snaking it through. You don't have to do that, but it's just a tip that I use. This makes it easier. All right, let me find the beginning of my, okay. So now you just snake through with the bodkin. And you can get bodkins from anywhere, Amazon, eBay, your local craft store, Joann's, Michael's, you know, any place that sells things for sewing or crafting. Very inexpensive. You can get a single pack, a double pack, a triple pack. Okay, so now we are back at the opening. Sometimes I usually pass it, but I gotta see. Now here is where I tied the drawstring at the tip of the bodkin. And I'm pulling this through, and I'm just gonna pull the bodkin right out. It's very flexible, it's plastic, so it'll pull right out. And then pull off the drawstring off the tip of the bodkin. Then I'm going to pull this through the second hole of my bodkin. And sometimes if I can't get it through the hole, I will use a safety pin to kind of pull it out and through. So that's why I always have a safety pin, only for that purpose. Right, then I like to even out the drawstring lengths before I start pulling it out. And there we go. Now this is a size large, and my locks really fits like an extra large 2XL. But when I wear a bonnet on my locks are usually put in a low bun, so it's not really hanging out, and a size large fits me perfectly. I never wear my locks like just out in a bonnet. I just feel more comfortable for me when it's like in a low bun. This is Jabir. This is one of our popular prints. We have this print in almost just about everything in our shop. Yeah, we have this print available in head wraps, bandanas, headbands, bonnets, of course, scrunchies. I'm looking around. Satin line retro headbands, our satin line rat bands. Even our fedora hats have this as the ribbon style, all handmade here. So yeah, you can, if you just type in the word Jabir, you will see everything we have in our shop with this print. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that bonnet tutorial. It was kind of like make a bonnet with me. How y'all been? Like, I didn't even ask how y'all been. I just hop on here 4 years later like, hey, I'm back. How y'all been? What y'all been up to? Is everybody good? Did you get a new job? Did you get married? Did you have a baby? Like, how y'all been? I've been working. For those that don't know, I do have a 9 to 5. You know, I do work a day job. I work an early shift, so I start early and I get off early, which is great because I have the rest of the day to work on my business, create YouTube content and all that good stuff. So how y'all been? What y'all been up to? I'm sorry I just disappeared, but again, I was here, I was around, but just not on YouTube. So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. All of the social links will be listed in my description. Please go follow me. I am actually prepping for Black Friday. So that is another thing that I wanted to share. I usually start prepping for Black Friday around June, July-ish. Whether it's like, do I have enough inventory? Am I going to release new products? Do I have enough shipping supplies? Which I do, all of the above. So I'm good. So that's when I start like strategizing for Black Friday. Some people may think it's early, but my entrepreneurs and business owners that sell products or services understand that you have to prep early, make sure everything is good. But yeah, all is good with me. I don't know when I'm gonna hop back on here. I don't know if I'm gonna do a head wrap tutorial or business tips. We shall see, because again, I am mostly on my personal YouTube page, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I appreciate all the love, all the support. I can't stress that enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everyone who shared, liked, purchased, just everything, all of the above. So I am going to, I think I'm going to edit some videos now. I'm going to edit the video that I recorded today for my personal page. This will be edited at some point after that, maybe not today. And then I'm going to try to include the YouTube short of the actual tutorial of that same bonnet that you guys just saw me do. And let me know if you like that. Do you want more of that, you know, of me just make a head wrap with me, make a bonnet with me, make a headband with me, and see how I kind of make my products? This is not really like a tutorial on how to make stuff. I just like to show you like the steps that I take and, you know, stuff like that. But let me know if you enjoyed it, and thanks again for tuning in, and thank you again for all your love and support, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
You can achieve anything you want. Let nobody say you can't win.